Thank you everybody for joining me today. My name is Mark. I am part of ALG Group's account implementation team. And today what we're going to talk about is the group's dashboard. We also are going to take a look on how the dashboard is looked at, how you can view the dashboard, the kind of an overview of it. And also we have some um, new things for you guys that are extremely neat, and we're really excited for these new enhancements. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So I am under Travel Impressions main page, and I am going to pull up a Travel Impressions group. So in order to do that, I am going to go up here under Groups, do a drop down for my supplier, go to Travel Impressions, put in my group ID, and retrieve. So here is our group's dashboard, and this is where you're actually going to book your group's individual reservations. So on this dashboard, it's going to tell you the group name, the group ID, and the valid departure dates. It'll give you the hotel details. It will tell you the group details, such as your service pod, what the email address is for your service people, and also a phone number. Below there, it'll tell you the important dates to remember, such as when the final payment is due, and also when the room attrition and cancellation penalties begin. So here is a quick overview of the actual dashboard. You have 4 tabs on here. You have reservations, inventory, commission, and payment transfers. So you see here, it says a payment reservation. So this is what we call a parent reservation. So we make this payment reservation for you, and you can start applying money from your group to that payment reservation. And then once you start building and booking your individual reservations, you can actually move the funds over from that payment reservation over to those individual child reservations, like that we call them, or your individual group reservations. Before we go any further, there are some more filter options that you can do that's quite easy to take a look at. So let's go ahead, and once you hit Export to Excel, let's go ahead and pull up this. All right, so it'll tell you your reservation numbers, your booking status, so whether it's booked, canceled, on request, and so forth. The name of the group, you have your names. It gives you the totals below. Deposit due dates, full payment due dates, what the hotel is, room categories, departure returns. If you have flight information, it tells you your flight information, transfer information, travel protection, any special service requests. You can see the gross totals, the net totals, what has been paid, what the gross amount is due, the net amount due, earned commission, and it's all here for you, so it's easier for you to figure out instead of going through each individual reservation. So if you take a look here, you have your inventory. This is based off of the number of new room nights that are available in specific room categories. So we have the now Onyx and Junior Suite Garden View and the Junior Suite Swim Up. And it looks like we have full availability. So we have 10 total room nights, the 20th through the 26th in the Junior Suite Garden View. Junior Suite Swim Up, we have 5 room nights available for the 20th through the 26th. One thing to look at, and we'll discuss a little bit further, is your valid departure dates. Notice it's the 17th through the 30th. So this is one of the new enhancements that we have, where we pre-build 3 nights prior to the actual group arrival date and 3 nights post from your group departure date. So if you have customers that are looking to say, let's say they arrive on the 23rd and then want to stay till the 27th. So that's a day after your actual checkout date for your group, but we still have that capability for you, so you can do those deviations. If you take a look here in commission, it'll tell you your commissions on here, and then payment transfers. So this is where it will be. So let's go ahead, create a reservation, and then we can go back to the screen. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go over how to create a reservation from your group's dashboard, but what we're going to do is look at adding that additional night. So the example I had was arrive on the 23rd, checking out on the 27th. So that is one additional night outside of your original contracted block. So on the right-hand side, you're going to pick the contracted group type. So I'm going to do hotel only, and it'll have automatically your destination. and let's click on the dates that we want. So I'm going to do the 23rd for 4 nights, 1 room. It automatically has your group ID in there. And if you had additional hotels, such as, um, let's say you have a group that is adults only, but then you have some children, so it might be like a sister hotel that might be the resort that accepts children, where they might be staying at a Secrets or something, and then next door is a sister property for them. So you can always do the drop down there as well. And let's go ahead and hit search. All right. So we're just going to use the Junior Suite Garden View. Let's go ahead and take a look here. All right. So we have the Junior Suite Garden View available. If you click on the plus sign, you'll be able to get the additional room categories that are within your contracted group block. So I'm going to hit select. So notice it's available for the additional nights outside of the original group block space. All right, so what I'm going to do here is going to add my cancel for any reason travel protection on here, because I always add that. And let's go ahead and proceed through checkout. So I'm going to go ahead and actually make a reservation for us. All right, here's your advisories. All right, let's put some information in here. If you have your flight information, you can enter it now. If you do not have it, click on the I do not have flight information. You have your special service request, so if you want to add any special service requests, you can go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and make this reservation and complete it. All right, let's wait for that to get refreshed. So we have our reservation number. Perfect. So we have our reservation number right here. You can look down at the payment information. And let's get back to our dashboard. So anytime you're within a reservation, you can always click on the group name, and that'll take you back to your dashboard. So notice we have a reservation that's booked that we can actually, let's say, transfer funds to. So we're just going to hit payment transfers. So because this is a training booking, we don't actually have physical money on here, but it's as easy as going to your reservation you want to move the funds from, and let's say we're moving $200. All you do is hit continue. And because we actually don't have money on here, it'll show a minus balance, which you can't have. And then from here, just hit submit, and then your funds are moved from your payment reservation or parent reservation to your individual group reservation or your child reservation. So let's go ahead and do another new enhancement, which is requesting rooms that are on request. Let's say your room category is not available, and you are simply just making a reservation that's on request, and I'll show you how that looks. And then what will happen is you'll get an email from the groups department that's automated, letting you know that they're going to work on getting that additional room space for you at your contracted rate for your group block. So let's go here, and let's go ahead under Apple Vacations. All right, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the payment reservation. I always think it's easier just to pull up a reservation number. So let's go here, type in our reservation number, and hit enter. All right, so here is our payment reservation for our group. So again, I'm going to get to my dashboard by clicking on the name of the group. And here's our dashboard. So it looks the same as it did with travel impressions. So let's say they wanted to arrive on the 17th and go through the 22nd or 23rd. So we have the 17th here, changing it to hotel only. Let's do 6 nights. 1 room, 2 adults, and hit search. And then let's take a look here. All right, so we're going to click on hotels. All right, so you notice instead of saying select, it's going to say on request. So we're going to go ahead and book this on request so you can see how it looks and then how that automated email looks. All right, so I'm going to add my travel protection. Let's add that AVOK cashback vacation security and hit checkout. All right, let's go here, add some names on it. Right, click on the I do not have flights, and let's go ahead and confirm it. So you can take a look at what that looks like. All right, just a moment while that refreshes with a reservation number for us. There we go. All right, so we have a reservation number here, which I have highlighted. And then if you take a look at the hotel, the only thing that you see different is it'll say hotel request pending. So that just means we're out of our allotment for those specific dates. The group department will go to the hotel and work with them as quickly as they can on actually getting additional space for you at the contracted rate. So just want to hang out here for a few seconds while that email pops through to me. Oh, look at that. Let's open that up. And here's what that email will look like. It'll say, thank you for making a booking with Apple Vacations. It'll tell you your reservation number. It'll tell you that the inventory that you have isn't currently available within the group block at this time. And basically, it's just on request status, and they're going to go to the hotel and see if they can get that room for you. And what you can do is, within your dashboard, just look under your status, and it'll tell you. So we have on request here, and once it's confirmed, it'll say booked. If it's denied, it'll say denied. So you can always look in your dashboard to see if anything's updated. The groups department will also reach out to you as well and let you know. So we went through that, which is booking the on request room. We went over kind of the automated inventory, the pre and the post from your original block space. Now, one of the other options, one of the new enhancements that we have is adding airfare to an existing reservation. So that is quite unique because that's never been done within Vax Vacation Access before. It's new, and so you can just go in there and take a land-only reservation for your group and actually add scheduled airfare on there, or if it's from your actual group airspace, it adds that on there for you. So I'm going to go back to Vax and go under FunJet Vacations, retrieve my reservations. So let's take a look here real quick. Actually, let's pull up our ID. So let's see, GFJ Rise 2020. Let's see what we have in our information below as far as our reservation. So I made one yesterday. All right, so I'm going to pull up my reservation. All you have to do is click on the reservation number. And again, if you want to request a payment link to your customers, click on payment request. You can send that over to your customers and they can pay for it just from that link. So let's pull up that reservation number. Just one moment. Oh, it looks like I already added flights to this one, so let's go to a different reservation. Let's find one that's hotel only, that's booked. All right, so it doesn't look like we have one, so let's go ahead and make one real quick, and then we can go in there and just modify it. All right, so hotel only. Let's do the 20th, 5 nights. Add my travel protection and hit search. Okay, so we have our hotels that's available. As you can see, we just hit select. Let's go to checkout. And let's add our names in there real quick. Right, let's go here. And let's complete it. And there's a few things I just kind of want to mention as well, and we'll touch base on that when you're adding airfare as well. So, all you have to do to add actual airfare is go down to your itinerary tools under modifications, hit add air. You only have one package type to choose, which is contracted groups, flight, and hotel, and then you pick your departing city. So let's say over here, and let's hit search. So one thing to keep in mind is because you have a land-only reservation, sometimes you do not add um, a middle name, or you might put Bob instead of Robert as it appears on their passport. You actually have to correct that prior to adding the airfare, because when you add airfare, it doesn't give you the option to retype in the names. And you'll see that in just a few moments. All right, so as you see, it has the flights that pull up. I'm just going to keep these flights as it is. All right, so I'm going to reselect my travel protection because it was on there originally. And the nice thing is you will not receive a sales adjustment on there either. So the old travel protection will get removed and you just add on the new travel protection. So let's go ahead and add on our all-in-one travel protection, cancel for any reason, and hit checkout. Okay, and then I'll be able to show you that as well. So you see how it does not allow me to change the names at all. So make sure you correct the names if it's different than what's on the passport before you add the airfare. So let's just select some dates of birth and our gender. You can add frequent flyer information at this point, or TSA information if you have it. Then we're going to go and confirm it. And let's complete the itinerary change. So one other thing I kind of want to mention as well. So let's say you do not have any more groups space available. So you sold all your room nights. You will not be able to actually add the airfare. You'll actually have to reach out to your group service pod. If a different room category has space, it'll change it over to that other room category. So just keep an eye out on that as well. So that has a limitation, so it has to be available in your group space in order to do it. Otherwise, it'll change to a different room category. If you don't have additional room category, you'll have to work with the group service pod as well. So here we go. We have it confirmed now with flights. Easy as that. It's pretty simple. Um, it's a great new enhancement. We're really excited about it, and it'll make your guys' life a lot easier servicing your group's reservation. So those are the new enhancements that came out. We went over the dashboard and the overview of the dashboard. Um, so that is all I have for you today. So I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to join me. And on behalf of Apple Leisure Group, we really appreciate your business and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you again very much.